The same federal law, the IDEA, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, that governs special education in our public schools, also provides that infants and toddlers who have disabilities are entitled to services.
And so what we'd like you to know is that if you suspect that your infant or toddler has a disability, that you contact your state Department of Special Education, your pediatrician, or call your state's info line to find out how you can trigger those services or evaluation to see if your child is eligible for those services.
The procedures and requirements under this provision of the IDEA differ in some important ways from special education law in the rest of the statute. So we're going to go through some of those differences for you.
The IDEA defines infant or toddler with a disability as an individual under 3 years of age who needs early intervention services because the individual is experiencing developmental delays, as measured by appropriate diagnostic instruments and procedures in one or more of the areas of cognitive development, physical development, communication development, social or emotional development, and adaptive development, or has a diagnosed physical or mental condition that has a high probability of resulting in developmental delay. To simplify that, Jen, what does it mean?
What does that mean? It basically means that at their discretion, so not mandated by federal law, but at a state's individual discretion, they may elect to provide special education services, the early intervention services, to infants and toddlers who are at risk of having a developmental delay or who are receiving services through a preschool grant. An infant or toddler with a disability may also include, at a state's discretion, at-risk infants and toddlers and children with disabilities who are eligible for services under Section 1419 and who previously received services under that section until those children enter or are eligible under state law to enter kindergarten or elementary school. One of the things you should know about that is that Congress really wanted us to interpret developmental delay broadly. We shouldn't be locked into very specific definitions for these early intervention services because the purpose of early intervention services is to ease the burden later on our public schools and on the states by providing the services necessary, hopefully, to get kids to a place that when they enter school, they don't need as much or they don't need any services.
Exactly.